It's the show about food and fun places in the mayhem of life, and it is mayhem this morning. An extra long spring break across southern Manitoba as a storm moved in just as promised. A little later than promised, but it did get here and it dumped a whole bunch of snow. We've got road closures, school cancellations, and just, well, Monday morning mayhem. But of course, I'm here for your daily trip to the beach. Oh yeah, we'll see the ocean today. And lots of warm thoughts. Spring in Manitoba. And apparently there's another storm on the way. Easter could be fun. We got the details coming up. Also, the most popular bake shop is now in Canada, and they don't sell donuts. No. They sell cookies, and this past Friday, they lined up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And we'll take you to that lineup, and we'll tell you what city that's in just a bit. But first, welcome into the Beach Bunker. Good morning. How was your weekend? Hope you had a good one. I'm Tyler Glenn, and this is the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life for a Monday after Canadian spring break. And, Canadian spring break. This is really something special. When you've got April Fool's, spring break, a snowstorm, school cancellations, and just basically mayhem across the board. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to keep everybody as updated as we possibly can. Not only do we have a live look at the roads this morning, but we will also give you the Manitoba 511 road closure report because we do have some road closures to report this morning. So you won't be traveling on the Trans-Canada Highway in various spots, and we'll get to that in just a second. But first, here is a look at the scene across southern Manitoba. All kinds of school closures. Here is the update as far as schools go. This is the latest. Brandon School Division buses not operating outside the city of Brandon. Alexander, O'Kelly, and Spring Valley schools are closed. Southwest Horizon, buses and schools shut down. Fort LaBosse, buses and schools shut down. Prairie Spirit, buses and schools. It's basically an extended spring break, I would say, for nearly everybody. Beautiful Plains, Prairie Spirit, Fort LaBosse, Southwest Horizon basically shut down. Brandon School Division not operating their buses outside of the city. And I remember from my radio days, they would always say that attendance at school is always at parental discretion, especially on days like today where travel is required. So, and Rolling River School Division, I am hearing that buses won't be running. I can't confirm that yet. That's just kind of through the grapevine. So if you have information on that, give me a holler and let me know. Just let me know in chat, actually, if your kids have been notified that they're not going to be in school and what school division, and I'll make sure to pass that information along, okay? Good morning to Jody and Tasha, Kathleen, Misbehavin' 239, Sharon, Quentin, Ryan, Agent Red, Porky is here, Gaetan, good morning, Gaetan, and Ryan and Kathy, and Tasha and Terry, and the list goes on, Debbie and Judy. Rolling River School Division schools are closed. Thanks, Judy. So no one will be running around in the Rolling River School Division either. I think it's pretty much everybody. I am going to pull up the highway map here, and we'll have a look at that so that we can show you what things are looking like as far as road closures are concerned. Here is a look at the map. Lots of red on the Trans-Canada Highway. So basically, this is what southern Manitoba is looking like this morning. If you're traveling from the Saskatchewan border to Austin, that's not going to happen in the foreseeable future. The rest of the way past Austin is partially covered, but lots of snow-covered highways in southern Manitoba, and apparently there is another system coming, a Colorado low between Tuesday and Thursday. And Environment Canada has issued a snowfall warning for round 2. This happened to us last year. Do you not remember we got 3 punches? 1, 2, 3. One after another. One in the groin, one in the gut, the other in the face. We totally got it. Anyway, that looks to be the case again this year. 2 in a row. So this one, again, coming Tuesday to Thursday. Thankfully, the early models say that it is not going to affect our Easter weekend. So this is likely going to hit southern Manitoba between Tuesday and Thursday. Some models say 10 to 15 centimeters. Others say 15 to 25. So we're not out of the woods yet. These are our winter fair storms coming a little late. So there is a look at the road map this morning, and we'll keep you updated every few minutes as the morning goes on. Oh, boy, this is not the way to start the day, is it? Although, for some, it's back in bed. You put the show on or put whatever on and say, oh, I don't have school. I don't have work. We don't have to go anywhere. Okay, I guess it's back to bed. What are temperatures like this morning? Let's have a look and see what... this is not awful. It's slowly improving. Wind chills are getting a little bit better. Here is our temperatures across the map, and boy, they're still getting some snow, it looks like, in Saskatchewan, hey? Oh, it's springtime on the prairies. Tyler's Mirrors is bigger. Well, you guys have got some romper room discussion going on that I missed. I'm busy trying to make things work over here, flipping screens, keeping you updated. You guys are chatting about romper room. I see you, Quentin. I see you, Tasha. I see you, Romper Room. God, that's an old show. Anybody under 30 won't even know what the heck we're talking about. Romper Room. Oh, boy. So April Fool's Day was over the weekend. Did you get pranked? I did. I got pranked. And then I pranked a couple people. And I'm hoping that you did too. Hello from Zeeland, Michigan. Hey, Ran, you're so lucky. Yeah, we've got mayhem happening up here this morning. Things are closing down. It's supposed to be spring. It's one of those lies they give you with the passport when you're Canadian, is that, okay, here's your passport. There's no 4 seasons. There's just 2. There's summer, and then there's winter, and the winter one really takes up 3 of the 4. And that's kind of where we're at. We're still in winter. But by Canada Day, which is July 1st, we should have the snow gone up here, I'm thinking. This is just, people in Canada at this time of year, we're just generally all grumpy. The whole notion that Canadians are nice and friendly and easy to get along with, and they're just so pleasant. Don't call this time of year. Don't talk to us. It's snowing. It's cold. But I have to call customer service in Winnipeg. Don't do it. They're just cranky and miserable because it's snowing and it's cold. Man, misbehaving loves the snow. You are crazy. You know what? There's 2 days you love the snow. December the 23rd and December the 24th. Maybe the 25th, so 3 days. Then we do not need snow. Snow is useless. Useless, I tell you. Mr. Dressup, the Friendly Giant, we're talking about children's programming. We've kind of decided that that's what we're going to talk about to start. The old shows of our youth. Ah, man. Well, we can, you know what? It's a snow day. So, the stuff I've got to talk about, throw it out the window. If you want to talk about kids shows, you want to hear something really crazy about kids shows? Do you remember the Jolly, it's not the Jolly Green Giant. It's just isn't it the Jolly Giant? Or anyway, it's the Giant, and he's got a little castle at the end of the show where he's showing you his little rocking chair for you. The Giant show, CBC, right? Ending. And he'd say, that's the part that I always loved because, the Friendly Giant. And I always loved the end of the show because there was always a chair for me there. And I always thought to myself, I always had a place on the front. And so I actually, this sounds stupid, but I could show it to you. I'll show it to you after the break. I bought a beach house for this show. So at the end, we could have lawn chairs, and I could end the show, and I still haven't put it together. It's really a big, big model beach house. It's actually quite impressive. And I just haven't gotten around to putting the stupid thing together yet, but I will. And once I do, it's just been so busy trying to get this thing off the ground and all the technical stuff. I just haven't had a chance to build the beach house. But, here it is. Here it is. The Friendly Giant, remember? And then the drawbridge would come down. The worst papier-mâché castle ever built. They made this was a set for a TV show. No, Quentin, it keeps me on my toes. We got lots of time. So here he is. See, and I love this part of the show. These little is there audio here? Hang on a second.
Someone who likes to rock a rocking chair.
It's a kids show from the 70s, the 80s.
No, look up.
There's look up
way up.
I'll call Rusty.
And I'll call Rusty. Rusty? Hi. Hi, Rusty. Hi, Friendly.
Oh, yeah, the Friendly Giant. Waking up to the Friendly Giant. But that's what I liked was the little chairs. Because there was my chair, there's your chair. We had our chairs, these little chairs. So I got to put together my beach house, and we will do the same thing. We will have our own beach chairs on the Tyler Glenn Show. I don't know when that's going to happen because I have to find some time to put this thing together. And this model that I've got for a beach house, like I said, it's pretty good. It's probably as detailed, if not more detailed than that. It's got the full assortment, and then I have to get a camera set up to do that. And anyway, I'll spare you the details. You know what? While I've got this up, I'm just going to, for those who are joining late, we updated your highways a few moments ago. Here is your closures. Let's do a refresh on that and zoom in on southern Manitoba. Well, if you're traveling north, hey, look at that. Roads are looking good up north. And then you come down towards the park, and then you come down to Snowland. Yeah. And this is what we're up to. What is Romper Room? What is a Romper Room? Well, you know what? I wonder if I can pull that one up. We're just going to let you look at this map here for a quick sec. I'm going to zoom in. Oops, sorry. Hang on a second. We'll get in here a little bit more and show you what is closed. That is an up-to-date, that's a real-time shot of highways. Again, lots of schools closed. Basically, most schools in southwestern Manitoba are closed this morning. Buses not running because of poor highway conditions. As you can see, the Trans-Canada Highway, most of it is closed. You're not going to get Saskatchewan border to Austin. And here is a shot of what the surfaces are looking like this morning. We do have snow cover, and it is slippery. Tasha asks, what is a romper room? Well, I showed you the friendly giant. I wonder if I can do the romper room. Romper room magic mirror. I see you. I see you. Oh, God. Oh, this is so old. 1984. So this is also a children's television program, and so Green Giant had the chairs, and this lady had the magic mirror, and it wasn't a mirror, it was like a circular thing that she held, like a ping pong paddle that she looked through. And she would say hi to kids on television, and this isn't very clear. Hang on a second. Oh, no, there we go. No, it is. I'm going to pull this up. Let's see if we can see it. This is a romper room, and this is what they're talking about.
Superman Day. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Spider-Man Day.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know what?
Okay.
Wait. You know what time it is? It's time for me to see the friends at home in the magic mirror.
There's the magic mirror.
Stomper boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror. Tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see David's having a special day today, and Olivia Joy had a special day on Sunday. I see Robin had a special day yesterday, and Dana's having a special day today, and so is Reginald and Edward John and Margaret, and I see Justin and Megan and Courtney and Brick and Mark and Rachel and Sheila.
Everybody
and
tuned in for that.
Carol
Is she going to say my name? Is she going to say my name?
Ashley and Matthew and Jose, and I see Bonnie and Anthony
And I see
Joe.
Gaetan. I see Gaetan.
Yesterday, and so did Tammy and Brandon and Gregory, and of course, friends, you know I see you, and I'll see you again.
I'll see you again on the romper room. So there you go. That's what a romper room. And then it was just like it was a children's show, and they played with stuff and lessons and stuff like that. But anyways, from the 70s and 80s also, and good Canadian quality broadcasting there for you. The romper room. Yeah. See, Gaetan, I see you. I see you through the romper room mirror. And you should feel special. You should. Because we're going to have to say goodbye to our social media friends who are just getting some information here, likely for the first time. School cancellations and postponements this morning, to let you know that basically most of southwestern Manitoba school divisions are shut down. We've got some really bad highway conditions. As you can see, that is the most up-to-date Manitoba 511 map. You're looking at a live shot there. Brandon School Division buses not operating outside the city, and Alexander, O'Kelly, and Spring Valley schools are closed. Southwest Horizon shut down, as is Fort LaBosse, Prairie Spirit, Beautiful Plains, Pine Creek, Rolling River, Carberry, and that's Carberry Elementary School. So basically, I think that, you know what, it's just an extension of spring break. I think if you have not heard from your school, you should probably just give them a call and say, am I part of the school closures? Because basically everybody is toast. It is an extended break. And boy, Good Friday is a holiday. There will not be a Tyler Glenn show for Good Friday. So it's a short week this week. And it's going to be a short week forever, big time, 3-day week now because of this storm. But there could be more cancellations in our future because, again, there is a storm warning in effect. There is another Colorado low that is coming, and it could dump another 25 centimeters of snow Tuesday through Thursday in southern Manitoba, and we're watching for that. Yeah, you thought spring was going to happen. Speaking of kids' TV shows, though, I got to show you something. You remember He-Man? Tasha, you're not too young for He-Man. The Masters of the Universe. He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. And so He-Man was, I think it went into the 90s a little bit. And He-Man he was like that muscular character that had the big sword. And he also had a cat. And my buddy Colin, him and I are basically the same age, but he is like 10 years, he's got a 10-year-old brain. And he's so awesome. We went to school together, and he makes these little videos. And he was out and about. I don't know if you saw this or not. He was out and about, and he saw an icicle the other day. And immediately the icicle inspired him. It threw him back to his He-Man days. And so he had to make a video out of it. And here's Colin as the icicle He-Man. Have a look at this. See, he sees the icicle. It's a sword. It's a He-Man sword.
I have the power.
He turned his cat into the He-Man.
Can you put some pants on?
Okay, I'm just disturbed that he has the He-Man costume. What was that? Obviously something for Halloween he had. I don't know. So speaking of kid stuff, yeah, that's my buddy Colin, and as He-Man. So there's a throwback, a childhood throwback there for you too. Isn't that awesome? I thought so too. We're going to say goodbye to our social media friends. You know what? We're just getting started. We'll continually keep you updated with live shots from the Department of Highways, including all the highway cameras. We've got all the school closure information. It's all coming in live for 2 solid hours. Or you know the information and you're going back to bed. That's fine too. But you can find us on Twitch, twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show is the easiest way to find us. We love it when you give us a follow. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, and you give us a follow. We love that. We love it even more when you subscribe, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you have Amazon Prime, you just link your Prime account to your Twitch account. But it's okay. Just start off by moving on over to Twitch from Facebook or TikTok or YouTube or wherever you're watching the show right now, because that's where we're going to have some live chat interaction and, of course, our grand prize draw for the spring break contest. Someone's going to win an Amazon gift card today along with a Tyler Glenn Show mug. That's coming up a little bit later this morning on the show. So twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. And again, if you miss any part of the show and want an abbreviated version, you can get the podcast audio form at Red Circle. It's also on the website at tylerglennshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Okay? All right. So on that note, we will say farewell. Have an amazing day. Please be careful. Don't travel if you don't have to. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central. Thanks, TikTok. We'll catch you later. Now I got that He-Man song stuck in my head. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. And for everybody else on Facebook and everywhere else, thank you so much for the quick views, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 7. And in the meantime, we would love to have you come on over to twitch.tv/